quite as good as that, but he was certainly making good progress. "You're getting better and better, Billy," Mr. Ruffino said one day. "I think you might be able to try a blindfold act this season." Billy realized how much of a compliment that was. "Do you think so?" he asked, trying not to sound too eager. "Yes," said Mr. Ruffino. "I think the time has come to start practicing blindfold, Billy." Billy was thrilled by this news, even if his heart was in his mouth when he first started swinging up on high with a thick black cloth tied over his eyes. And when Mr. Ruffino told him to let go of the trapeze and sail through the air to catch a swing coming towards him, Billy was almost too frightened to do what he was told. But circus people know that they have to trust the person training them, and so Billy did as he was asked. Fortunately, it worked well, and he grabbed the other swing and shot up in a perfect arc towards the top of the tent. There was a safety net, of course, and there were several occasions when Billy fumbled with the trapeze or just missed it and plummeted down towards the net below. Then he would bounce back up before falling back down again, and so it would continue until there was no more bounce left. But Billy became more and more expert in the new act, and by the time 3 weeks was up, he was a very polished performer. A credit, Mr. Ruffino said, to Ruffy Ruffino and his high flyers. Fern had a new acrobatic routine to practice for her act, the Elastic Bouncing Girl. She had a fresh outfit to go with this, a bright red leotard on which there were sewn several white pom-poms. Dressed this way, Fern would then twist and tumble in the most amazing display of rubbery contortions you could imagine. "That girl," said one of the ticket sellers, "can turn herself inside out. Or almost." Fern's routine for the new season used a seesaw that shot her high in the air. This is how it worked. She would stand on the lowered end of the seesaw. At the other end, about 3 meters above the plank, stood a man on a ladder. When the man jumped off his ladder onto the end of the seesaw, this would make the other end rise sharply. That shot Fern up into the air, where she turned several somersaults before landing neatly on her feet. Billy and Joe had both seen her practice this new routine and thought it very good. "I could never do that," Joe sighed. "But Fern could never train dogs as well as you do," Billy said. "Each of us has special things we do. Each is as important as the other." Joe was proud of the new trick he had dreamed up for his act, Young Joe Shortbread and his clever dogs. For this, his dogs were all dressed in red firefighter outfits and helped to rescue toy cats trapped in a small model of a house. One of the dogs went down through the chimney, while another struggled to squeeze through a window. Yet another pretended to drive a toy fire engine. "That's very funny," said Fern, after she had watched a rehearsal. "But I'm not sure if real cats would ever let dogs rescue them. You know how cats can be. And I'm not sure if real dogs would want to rescue cats," Billy added, with a smile. Their father, though, was very pleased. "That doesn't matter," he said. "People go to the circus to laugh and have fun." The important thing, Mr. Shortbread said, was for the audience to enjoy themselves and forget, even if only for a little while, about the outside world and its problems. Inside the circus, it would always feel the same, no matter what was happening outside. The circus was a world in which the sun always shone, a place in which anything was possible, and a circus act would always work well if the person doing it